I'd like to call the Senate Standing Committee on Agriculture to order. Would everybody please stand for the pledge? I know we will have some stragglers coming in from a committee meeting that was running late, but Madam Secretary, please call the roll.
Senator Chambers Armstrong, Senator Carpenter, Senator Deneen, Senator Givens, Senator Thayer, Senator Webb, Senator West, Senator Westerfield, Senator Wilson, Senator Boswell, and Chairman Howe.
Here. We do have a quorum.
Well, yes.
With that, does anyone have any guests they'd like to announce, recognize? Seeing none, we'll move right on. We'll give Chairman privilege. Chair Heath, if you will move forward to begin. Introduce yourself for the record. The floor is yours.
Good morning, members. Representative Richard Heath from the 2nd House District. So I'm happy to bring to you today, can y'all hear me okay? House Bill 575.
We do. Let me stop you for just a second.
Sure.
We do have a committee sub on this. Do I have a motion on the sub?
Motion on sub.
There's been a motion by Senator West. Is there a second? Second by Senator Boswell. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. So this is the committee sub is adopted. You can now proceed.
Thank you. So House Bill 575 is regarding the foreign acquisition of agricultural land here in the Commonwealth of Kentucky. This bill addresses an issue that I think is paramount of importance to safeguarding both our agriculture economy and our national security. House Bill 575 introduces measures to prohibit the acquisition of Kentucky's agricultural land by nations who have been identified by a federal government as those with whom we do not enjoy friendly diplomatic relations, as well as non-resident aliens, foreign agents, trustees, fiduciaries associated with the government of those nations. This is not in any effort to isolate ourselves, but rather to ensure that the interests of our farmers and the security of our agriculture sectors are protected. So some of those countries, we refer to a federal law that has a list of 24 countries. I'm gonna name off the top 8. But Belarus, Burma, China, Cuba, Iran, North Korea, Syria, Venezuela, those are some of the countries that we don't want to buy. We do not want buying Kentucky farmland. It is important to note that this legislation does not hinder the operation of existing foreign businesses or limited research farms. Kentucky has benefited greatly from foreign investment, and we welcome those who are here with no ulterior motives. Instead, this bill sets a reasonable restrictions on the acquisitions of agricultural land by those limited nations, ensuring that the expansion of foreign-owned agriculture operations align with Kentucky's interest. Finally, the bill includes measures to enforce compliance. If a foreign business, agent, trustee, or fiduciary violates the act, they are required to divest themselves of the agricultural land. Judicial foreclosure proceedings may be initiated, and the proceeds from the sale will be prioritized to address the delinquent taxes, pay off mortgages and lien holders, and contribute to the Budget Reserve Trust Fund. So in conclusion, this bill aims to strike a balance between encouraging foreign investment in our state and safeguarding the interest of our agriculture and national security. Its language, it's been crafted with the collaboration of many interested parties. The corn growers have been involved, soybean growers, Kentucky Farm Bureau's had a seat at the table, Kentucky Thoroughbred Association. So we brought several people to the table. Some of the members of this committee have had some input on the bill. Be glad to take questions, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. I believe we have a few questions. Senator Boswell. Okay. Senator Chambers Armstrong.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I just had a couple of questions just to clarify my understanding. There's nothing in this that would stop someone with lawful residency who's just a citizen of, say, if someone from Venezuela has lawful status here, there's nothing that would stop them as an individual from purchasing land as long as they don't have some sort of relationship where they have to take orders from the government. Am I reading that correctly?
That's correct.
Okay. And may I have one quick follow-up, Mr. Chair? I also just was hoping you could explain a little bit about who had a legal relationship with the government, what that means. I'm assuming that's not like somebody once had an internship with the government. I think, is that meant to be something where they actually are required to take direction and they are an agent of the government?
Yes, that's the intent, legislative intent, is someone who's taking direction from someone in that foreign country and they're here as a front and operating at the directions of their boss in the other country.
Okay. That satisfies my concerns. Thank you.
And I would like to add just a little bit about that. This bill, what you're talking about there, covers some quasi-status where the government is and is not involved as in private ownership of businesses in some of these countries. Senator Wilson, I believe, had a question. There you go.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you, Representative Heath. We appreciate this bill. My son is a farmer, and he has seen over the years, that these corporations connected to China have been buying up farmland. And also, there are legitimate people that are buying farmland because it's very lucrative to lease that farmland to local farmers, and which they lease these school sections in his area out. And my son has leased some of those, and it's like educator associations. And so it's a good investment for them, and those are fine as far as I'm concerned with this bill. What I read in here, there's no problems with that. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I appreciate the bill, and I want to thank you.
Anyone else have any questions? I've got just a couple of comments on this. First, thank you for all of your hard work with this. I know it's been a long and arduous journey for you working through all of the different issues in different areas. And thank you for being willing to make adjustments and pursue this all the way through. We talk about America being the breadbasket to the world, and our farmers have always been the backbone of that breadbasket. And this is the first time that we've ever had to contemplate that our enemies could have some sort of threat to that independence and to that core piece of our country. And while it may seem nonsensical to some people that don't understand how these issues work, I really applaud you for digging through this and bringing the attention to this issue with your bill. With that, with no one else has any questions or comments, do I have a motion on the bill? Motion by Senator Boswell. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Senator West. With that, Madam Secretary, please call the roll.
Senator Chambers Armstrong.
May I briefly explain my yes vote, Mr. Chair?
Sure.
I'm voting for this today. I had some concerns about the breadth that you answered. I just want to make sure upon second reading that I feel sort of satisfied. So I'm going to reserve the right to change my vote on the floor if I need to, but I'm voting yes today. And thank you for the answers. That was very helpful.
Senator Boswell.
I'm going to vote yes. I would like to explain my vote.
Proceed.
Yeah, over the last few years, I've had contacts from some sources that will remain unnamed that were intending to buy property that I own. And so I think this is a very legitimate concern you have, Senator Heath, and I thank you for your bill. Aye.
Senator Carpenter. Aye. Senator Deneen. Aye. Senator Givens. Aye. Senator Thayer. Aye. Senator Webb.
Explain my I vote.
Proceed.
Thanks for bringing this. I'd like to include some domestic guys that are growing meat in laboratories, but that's just me. I vote aye.
Senator West.
Aye.
Senator Westerfield. Senator Wilson. Aye. And Chairman Howe.
Aye.
Passes.
House Bill 575 as amended by committee sub has been passed. Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.
And before we proceed to the next, I was remiss. I do have a guest in the audience, one of my favorite constituents. Ruth, good to see you here with us.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, committee members.
Motion for consent.
There's been a motion for consent by Senator Thayer. Is there a second? Second.
Yes, Westerfield.
Second by Senator Westerfield. All in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed? The motion is now on consent. Next up, we have House Bill 335. Representative Massaroni, please proceed. Introduce yourself for the record, and the floor is yours.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, Committee. My name is Representative Candy Massaroni. I am from the 50th House District. Today I'm presenting 335, House Bill 335. It should be familiar to everyone. Senator Higgins ran it through the Senate several years in a row. This bill, it's a simple bill. It's going to safeguard business owners by setting clear guidelines for the accommodation of assistance and emotional support animals. It aims to clarify the distinction between service animals, which are protected under the Americans with Disability Act, and emotional support animals, which is not. This bill emphasizes responsible ownership by requiring licensings, tags, and vaccinations for assistant dogs, service animals. And it also gives restaurant owners and business establishments the right to turn away emotional support animals if they don't want them in their facilities. So I'm open for any questions if you have any.
Motion on the bill.
There's a motion by Senator Boswell, a second by Senator Deneen. If there's no further questions, Madam Secretary, please call the roll.
Thank you.
Senator Chambers Armstrong. Aye. Senator Boswell.
Aye.
Senator Carpenter. Senator Deneen. Aye. Senator Givens. Aye. Senator Thayer.
Aye.
Senator Webb. Senator West.
Aye.
Senator Westerfield. Senator Wilson.
Aye.
And Chairman Howe.
Aye.
It passes.
But this
Consent.
it passes unanimously. The motion for consent by Senator Deneen. Is there a second? Second by Senator Boswell. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, like sign. This motion now goes on consent. Representative Massaroni, I believe this is the first time that we've had you here before, but welcome. You're
Yes,
welcome
sir.
back anytime.
Okay,
Congratulations.
thank you, sir.
Last but certainly not least, we have House Bill 712. Representative Fleming, if you'll make your way forward. There was a committee sub that was offered on this that we are not going to do at this point. We need to look a little more at it. So we'll be addressing the bill as clean as presented. Introduce yourself. Have your folks introduce yourself for the record, and you may begin.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you to the members of the committee. I appreciate the opportunity to stand or sit before you in order to talk about a great opportunity that will have a significant impact on the Commonwealth, in particular on our river corridor. This bill, which is House Bill 712, is not just enhancing our economic landscape, but it is also a testament to our commitment to nurturing the rich area of our outdoor recreation that Kentucky is known for. This legislation is to establish the Kentucky Ohio River Regional Recreational Authority, or CORA, if you want to call it that, which is a model after the Mountain Recreational Authority. So between the Mountain Recreational Authority and CORA, we are pioneering an initiative designed to spearhead the development of an extensive recreational system stretching across our Ohio River. So we're basically talking the whole Ohio River landscape. CORE is not merely an ambitious project, but it is a vision. It is a vision crafted with the dual objectives of stimulating economic development and enhancing tourism and outdoor recreation opportunities for both the residents and the visitors. By leveraging the natural beauty and cultural heritage of the Ohio River and its surroundings, this initiative aims to create a lasting legacy that will bolster local economies, promote healthier lifestyles, and showcase the unparalleled splendor of Kentucky's landscape. Through this bill, we are laying the groundwork for a future of harmonizing economic growth with environmental stewardship and community wellness. It symbolizes a significant leap forward in our journey towards becoming a destination for outdoor enthusiasts and innovative economic development strategy. Mr. Chairman, that's basically what I have. There are a couple of things in here that it takes 11 targeted counties to make this come into fruition. There's a total of 25 counties that stretch on the Ohio River. This is a self-sustaining organization, and there's a lot to be done over the next year. And this is a long-term objective. So with that, I'll let my guests introduce themselves, but I want to give you sort of a tee up, and then we can go from there.
Sure, appreciate it.
My name's Dr. David Wicks, and I'm Vice Chair of the Ohio River Way Board. That is a partnership with the National Park Service that's currently working from about Ashland on down to Louisville to West Point, working with 42 river towns on either side. And we're just here to say we're just so excited about a concentrated effort by the Commonwealth of Kentucky to focus on the river towns along the river. You know, I think it's really all about local tourism and having folks come from Louisville and head up to Augusta and Maysville and Vanceburg and see our beautiful state. You know, that's in addition, I think, to outside visitors. So I think the combination of both is just exciting.
There's been a motion on the bill by Senator Boswell, second by Senator Thayer. Does anyone have any questions? You are free to proceed if you like, but
No.
we have a question by Senator Wilson.
Thank you, Representative Fleming, for the bill. I just have one quick question. Is there any kind of authority given to the Ohio Regional Recreational Authority to tax or levy fees?
No, sir. This is basically what it is in a nutshell. It's going to be a trail that stretches the whole path that goes in the river as well as the of land, and they'll basically take in fees for people entering and so forth. But there's no tax associated with this bill.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Senator Webb, I believe, had a question.
It's a comment. I appreciate Representative Fleming bringing this and the gentlemen that are with him. We've met before and worked on several things through the years, but my district is deeply touched by this bill, and we are showing a lot of future. And Mr. Chairman, you know, we've talked a lot about intermodal transportation and federal and state looking at how we best use our river ports and everything else, and recreation as well. But and I just want to put a plug in for the newly revived Ohio River Caucus. So if your district touches the Ohio River, we will be getting together and coming up with some hopefully innovative ways to promote this and benefit our districts. But thank you.
Thank you. And you can sign me up, madam.
If no one else has any comments, Madam Secretary, please call the roll.
Senator Chambers Armstrong, Senator Boswell, Senator Carpenter, Senator Deneen, Senator Givens, Senator Thayer, Senator Webb, Senator West, Senator Westerfield, Senator Wilson, and Chairman Howe.
I'm going to give myself permission to explain my vote. As someone who grew up in a river town on the Big River, a little west of the Ohio, I appreciate the beauty and the role that river towns have played in our state's heritage, and I appreciate your effort in promoting this. It is a valuable resource, and it's one that a lot of people are interested in, and I look forward to seeing this as it progresses. I vote aye.
Motion passes.
Motion passes. We will not be entertaining a motion for consent on this. I think there's a floor amendment open for that. If anyone else has anything before the committee, if not, we stand adjourned.